snubbed. RSG thinking about this one because I think you guys made a really good point. You know, is they've adapted to that point where, again, when we were in the regular season, Blue Side was so adamant on that win rate and being able to pick up that power pick first. But now we see this kind of dynamic changing, especially in the first phase with flex picks coming up. So I'm still wondering. I was going to say, Novaria is still open. You might as well go for some vision. But we saw this first picked up in the previous game by FCAP. It didn't work out so well for them, although the damage and vision is still there.
It's one of those games, Reptar. It's one of those games where the Matilda just goes, whoop.
Yeah, and RSG page is like telling them, we don't care. Ogwin, Matilda, it's fine. We'll take away
I like it better than the Rafaela, though.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Matilda on the Ogwin.
Definitely. I want an RG earlier with Matilda. A lot of people have been winning RGs with Matilda. So it makes a lot of sense. So RGPA drafting the Novaria. Maybe they could be setting up for a Kaja later. Again, this is a classic combo of Kaja and Novaria together. And don't forget, they have a chance to go Nova Tricks. And I think they're going down this route because they're thinking that there's going to be a few on the side of Falcon's AP Bren. Faramis, I meant, not a few. So that might pop up later. So Ogun will pick up the Matilda. But I like how Falcons are now picking up the Yuzong for Flap TZ, that aggressive EXP laner. How we saw Nats play it earlier, Flap's just going to play it the same. Pop the dragon, jump to the back.
Yep, I think that'll work great. And this is already having the Yuzong, having the Matilda. I was about to call it Matilda once again.
I'm not sorry.
You know, yeah, it's not wrong. Call it what you want. But Matilda obviously very strong for any of these lineups. And now that you add this where you can expect, okay, Yuzong can initiate like we saw from Nats previously, but then you have a getaway card as well and set up potential with the Circling Eagle.
It's also a steal, in my opinion, because if in game one it wasn't Kusei, I would have given the MVP not the Nats.
The Nats.
Oh, yeah. His zone out, his diving into the back. Ooh, it's going to be a Paquito Yuzong mashup. I actually thought it'd be Kaja Baksha, but no, they go for the Baksha pack instead. So this is RSGPH telling Falcons AP Brand, no, we're happy with the Paquito Yuzong matchup. 50-50. We'll see how it's going to work. Now will Falcons AP Brand play the game of we're going to pick our gold laner now and start banning them out in the second phase.
There we go.
It's jungle. Okay.
That sounds like Barats, yeah?
Yeah, it is Barats. It is the Barats against the Paquito. So yeah, that's the Paquito. That's the response to the Paquito.
But it is jungle confirmed. Like there's no flex in here.
Oh wait, no, yeah. I mean, in terms of like the overall team fighting, if Paquito isn't careful, he's gonna be the first one down. Makes sense.
Okay. Well, you can see that too. The stats here for Akko with the Novaria, of course. It's a 50% win rate for him. But again, you guys got to remember, this guy is low key. Something is bound to happen in Aqua's hands, and it'll just happen when you're least expecting it. So we'll see what the other bans are going to be, of course, from FCAP. Obviously, the gold lane not locked in yet for Kosei. We actually just saw him have an amazing game with that Claude, so I'm wondering, they already took out the carry. Do they actually decide, hey, let's take out the Claude one more time, narrow things down further?
They can pick it, Joseph. They can pick it.
They can pick it, too, because we know, hey, Super Marco. Signature pick as well for him, and they're going to have that answer right after they get through this second phase.
Claude, most likely, yeah, I agree with you there. Part of me is thinking maybe Nathan will consider it, but after the game that Kusei had, might be better for Falcons AP Brand to not give that to Kusei. Yeah. Safer choice. And plus, it's but Claude into the Paquito? That's a little bit of a risky bisky.
You know what's risky bisky is anytime Nats has his hands on the Paquito, it's risky.
Well, what's left if not the Claude? I think the Claude is a better matchup than a Nathan.
At least you can BMI out and you have the guiding wind as well.
Yeah.
Like, you got. That's why I said you got a couple get out of jail free cards.
Okay, you guys are selling me more on the
Claude
idea
else, right?
than the Nathan. That's
What's
true.
Nathan gonna do? Entropy?
Hey man, entropy hurts.
It does.
And he scales up fast. With the Nathan paired up with the Matilda Yuzong, but you know what? I'm going to stop defending the Nathan now, and before that fourth pick does become a Claude, people are going to be like, ha ha, you were wrong.
Hey, you know what? At this point, last ban here for RSG, it looks like they could also obviously be kind of just going for the narrow down in the gold lane. Now, we saw that Grok was banned out. That's not going to allow Light to do what he did all early game in the previous one, where he was throwing his body time after time again. And that's really what got the death ball rolling. You know, you really have to count these roamers for that impact they have from early game.
So Edith will be open for Light. It's going to be problematic later for Falcon AP Brand. Edith would go very good already up against the Yuzong and the Barretts.
Okay, the choice here, do they lock in the Claude that is still open? Do they go, what does FCAP do here, given what they've already got? They got enough durability, they got enough even mobility just locking in the Matilda. So really, they don't want to struggle with the damage we saw before. There it is, there's the Claude locked in.
Claude. As all three of us unanimously were saying this entire time, definitely the Claude, no doubt.
Yeah, that's right.
That we did.
Jump on
we
the
did.
bandwagon.
Just like how he makes all those sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
So Reptar.
Just pick up Edith RSG.
I think they do.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah. Edith Beatrix.
Edith or the Claude. I'm sorry, Edith or the Codge.
You did
Yeah.
call the Nova Tricks, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
not something you would typically see.
Oh, it's a
Wait.
Cov.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
the
there you
Cov.
go. The Moskov into the Edith sounds good.
Oh, and Moskov into Claude is just sad.
So this is the Novkov.
He's gonna purify. They're gonna have to purify.
All right.
Oh, that Nov and
You
Cov.
like that? You like that?
Come on. It's gonna be Edith for light. Oh, Min. Oh, no, Minotaur.
I've heard our good friend Wolf call it the Moskov area.
There it is.
Novkov's better. Okay, last pick here.
Novkov's catchy.
God,
Edith.
at least I got something.
Hey, you know what? You got that award.
What's Few play, man?
You know what? I wouldn't knock a Nana.
No way.
Come on, man. He already won with it earlier this season and earlier in the playoffs, too.
There's a lady in the crowd that's gonna be wild, and if there is a Nana pick here, I'm looking at it right now.
Hey, I completely understand if that pops up because that was me for the longest time with gourd picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier with the
Yep.
Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog as well. So all the Nana mains out there. That's not
Valentina,
Nana.
maybe?
We forget
Yeah.
that there's
Tina.
there's a Valentina, so you're stealing the
Auntie Tina.
It's
you're
Tita Tina.
You're stealing the echoes. That's about it.
Yeah, the Astro
That's
Echo.
tough. That's rough,
Yeah,
man.
it is rough.
It is. I mean, it increases their hitbox for the Blazing Duet, for anything that they use on tosses out.
The fact that that's the only one you want to steal. Look at it.
Like, what else are you going to take from there?
I guess you can
The
take
Puissance.
the primal. No,
Puissance would be okay.
no, the primal
I was
wrath.
going to say Primal Wrath?
You know, you can't think of Primal Ref because you're not going to be able to max out the bar.
Yeah, but I think it's better than the Puissance. Because the
Yeah.
Puissance, you walk around. You're gonna get punched.
We've seen Valentinas use the Tortoise's Puissance as an escape tool, and then the anti-healing would be good up against the Moskov, the Edith.
So on a defensive.
On a
position.
defensive. I agree with you. It will be the Echo most of the time used.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Look at the lineup here different. It is, of course, FCAP that gets the advantage here for this one. But I don't know. Obviously execution factor here because both the lineups can work.
And I think we're going into deja vu where in RSG lineup it's just so easy to execute.
Yeah.
While it's Falcons AP Brand, that's like, all right, maybe it's a two-step process.
Yeah. Well, let's find out here. Jumping in the game at number 2 in this best of 5. Can FCAP even out the series 1-1 here? Demon Kite already dealing with Open. Signature moves here on that Matilda.
One thing you have to look out for here is the matchup between the Claude and the Moskov. So these two are going to be the ones mainly left for split pushing duty. The problem is, Claude up against the Moskov, and both of them are just split pushing. If they bump uglies in lane, it's the Moskov that's going to be happy to see the Claude. Claude would want to get away from that as much as possible. Claude winning that matchup against the Moskov in the latter portions of the game means the Claude just performed really well. So RSGPH just have the lineup right now that if you're going to think about split pushing, just does it a little bit better.
Okay, we'll see if they can go that route. And also, I'm going to be keeping an eye on how that first turtle goes. Because remember the previous game, if you did miss it, it was 3 kills that actually went in the hands of FCAP early on. And then because of Navs being very decisive, he was able to start turning things around alongside the light. And really similar things can happen here with the heroes that they picked up. So this time around, Demon Kite will get that level 4. Navs in light, of course, on this top side as well.
Oh no! The flicker in on the CC! Flap wasn't ready for it! RSG draws first blood! Now the fight continues. Falcons AP Brent a little late to the scene. 3 members apiece going in. Make that 4. RSG rotating towards the pit.
We talked about decisiveness from Naths. Now that's great early decisiveness by Light. So it looks like, this is what we were talking about earlier. RSUPH have been pressuring the EXP lane, more this series.
Yeah, and with that, they're going to be able to get themselves these level 4s that are crucial for this first turtle take. FCAP trying to get in position. Few holds on to the Primal Wrath here.
And Nats dashing in, drawing a line between them and the rest of their teammates. Here comes Flab with the Black Dragon form, drawing a kill on the light. Kyle DZ with a secure on the turtle. Nats way behind enemy lines. Kyle DZ with a missile expert trying to keep him down. taking down the Entertainer. That's 2 kills for FCAP.
I have to correct myself. You know what that looks like? That looks like Valentina that used the Primal Wrath, and it seems like when she uses that, it's at max potential. Ogwin stole the purple!
Grab that purple! Oh, that is the all-star roamer of Season 13 showing up. What a reset by the Falcons.
As my Spanish ancestors would say, that was no bueno.
No bueno, Mr. Fuego. Right?
What the hell?
Hey, you told me.
Yeah, we do look alike. Shout out to Fuego, a popular creator here in the Philippines for Mobile Legends Bang Bang. We are not brothers. Cousins, maybe.
Yep, next time, say hello to those people, right? Now, going back to the game here, FCAP has garnered themselves a nice little early lead, not to mention Ogwin stealing that purple is going to help him really just kind of be a pest this early on, and that's what he wants to do, helping, of course, Kyle TZ rotate as well. So, you know, with that, RSG finding themselves this behind a little bit. Look at this. Even Demon Kite is just going to get forced out of his jungle.
Oh, they're asserting their dominance. Kyle TZ committing the retribution just to deny that much of a wee bit XP and gold from DK.
Yeah, and that purple buff steal and then that other steal as well of the Scaled Lizard means that's almost a 2-level gold lead in terms of the bars. Actually, you see it there. Demon Kite all the way a little bit closer to hitting 6, but Kyle TZ is level 7. So right now, FCAP have controlled the center of the map. They can build something out of here, and you can see it with from how Fuse playing aggressive, along with Ogwin and Kyle just going into the jungle of RSG non-stop. Demon Kite's pressured here, man.
Oh,
yeah,
they're not letting up. Again, the fact that they're just waiting for turtle, I mean, that's the main objective. That's a timer they're looking for. Means they're still going. Turtle Eagle in by Ogwin. Few has stolen again the Edith. Ult, and now the DK throw in. That's coming in. Gets a double knockout, sharing it with Demon Kite. Down goes Flapping Kyle.
You can always count on Nats.
He made that look so easy. He was like, all right, I'm coming here, guys. And the funny thing was, Falcons AP Brand had the vision. They knew that Nats was coming there. I don't think they just expected the sudden burst.
Yeah, I don't think they... And that's the thing, he doesn't even have a completed item, right? He's still working on... I believe he's going to grab that Hunter Strike first, but still, the damage with that champ stance, it's surprising. Now he just picks up the Hunter Strike, so he's got that. And you have to respect the damage. When it's Paquito, like I mentioned back from the draft, you know, he locks it in. But with that FCAP, they lost a little bit of lead they had, but they're still going to go ahead and go for the objective. Light gives them the information, while the rest of them are on the top side. So they'll most likely give this up, trade it for map presence as Kyle TZ gets that next turtle.
I reckon that's a good trade. Again, RSG can only really take those fights and shock FCAP into kills. But when it comes down to like sheer objective taking, Falcons AP Brand have a good A to B line, especially when it's a trio of Kyle, Ogwin, and Few. I think the fact that Few came in late might have been the problem in that last engagement.
Yeah. Also, Flap TZ was hugging the shrub close to the river where Nats was passing through. At the moment, Flap, it looked like he just wanted to set up a really good Petrify for him and Falcons AP Brand. That's when the knockout strike from Nats came in, and it just stopped Flap TZ from being able to dish out the combo as a Yuzong. So I'm thinking here, if I'm Flap, play the Yuzong similar to how you played it yesterday and how Nats been playing it. Just be aggressive with it, man.
Oh, they're not letting up. They're doing the same maneuvers as they did about a couple of minutes ago where they got punished.
That time, though, they second-guessed it because Nats was there in the bush, and they're like, all right, we don't want that to happen again.
Not again.
But I do like what they're doing. They're trying to keep the pressure there so that they're at least forcing Demon Kite as well to use that retry, secure it himself, and have a response from RSG this time around.
Yeah, and you gotta appreciate how RSGPH actually rushed anti-heal items. Dominance Ice was the first item here for the Edith, while Aqua rushed the Necklace of Durans.
All right, if there's any indication, I think Marco is now double timing up on the farm. At least when it comes down to creeps, right? Rather, minions.
Minions.
He's actually focused now on getting up there alongside the Moscow on Crusade.
Yeah, he's got to. This time around, I mean...
He's up on XP too.
Yeah, he's up on it because last game, obviously, very much a struggle for him. This time around, too, one thing that FCAP has to watch out for as the game goes on is where Kosei decides to go with that.
Oh, no, he finds a Spear of Devastation on the Few. That's a ult spent on RSG. Now they can reposition as the turtle spawns.
Few will have the capability to steal another ultimate though. But it looks very good right now for RSGPH. Caltisi, will he try it? Too risky.
There's the Echo, and onward, full-on collapse here. Flapteezy with the Black Dragon form. They're gonna burst down Light, sending him back, and there's a Primal Wrath onto him. Caltisi in trouble. Blazing Duet from Marco. Not enough damage just yet. Light is still alive. He gets popped by the Aegis, and he walks away, finessing. No look, fade away kill for Light.
It's so difficult right now to get even close, or once you think you've got the main damage dealers of RSGPH will just have an ability to create space. You saw Flapteezy was desperately trying to take Kuse, maybe even Light down, but then he got immobilized, knocked back. He was so close, yet so far, and that little bit of space helped Light, helped RSG, so that Light can get the kills and to be able to free hit as the Edith. Edith showing why she's risen up in the ranks as a top pick in the meta in this playoffs.
Definitely for all you roam players out there. If you're tired of picking roam tanks, just go the Edith. You get to do some damage as well, and that's what we saw Light just pull off. This time around, though, FCAP really just kind of trying to find these wins. I mean, items falling into place here before this Lord breaks out.
It just snapped in that last engagement. It was much closer between Kuse and Marco, but now look at this. There's about 600, 700 between them.
And there's also a significant gap between the two mid laners right now. Dimikai going forward.
That's two spotted. Missile Expert compromising the position on a DK. The knock up and Helkert! Oh, we're back! We're back! And there's the Black Dragon form looking for the combo on the 3. Misses the ult, misses the jump up, looking for the tail spin. And now the circling eagle. Kuse flickers back out. Flapteezy down. And just like that, RSG are pushing their advantage. Nats, though, traded out 1 for 1.
Okay, they trade the XP laners, and that was...
That was not done.
Low-key King!
That was not done.
That was low-key. You didn't see that coming? Hikey, damn!
Oh my, just when you thought that was an even trade, here comes Aqua to turn the tide. And now it's flowing in their favor. Can FCAP do anything?
They're gonna look and say, nah, we cannot. Detna's welcome on to Light, throwing him into the wall. Super Marco takes out Kuse. He secures the Lord right through the hole of a needle. FCAP are able to fly in. Soaring through the pit, taking down that major objective, taking it right underneath RSG's nose.
Shades of the back and forth fights we saw yesterday between Liquid Echo and Falcons AP Bren. Great micro decisions by both. Light was trying his absolute damnedest to stop Caltisi, but somehow, someway, he just got within enough range. Dude, Light threw all of his control abilities up against that Barrett's, but because of RSG being way too laser focused to try and stopping Caltisi, that allowed Falcons AP Bren to dance around RSGPH and fight them.
Okay, they're going to deal with this turret. Lord will go down as well. They're still going to push in with some of the minions, of course, getting these tier 2 still on the top side. So FCAP able to make a big power play so far with this. And they've got themselves that lead now. We're going to take a look at the replay here brought to us by Infinix and see how that unfolded again. Aqua was able to get a snipe off. And look at this.
You have to watch Caltisi and Light, but watch out for Kuse and his positioning right now. Blazing duet by Super Marco. Ogwen, great tracking and helping Marco be able to deal damage with the Wisps as well. With Moskov down, that was just a win for Falcons APB.
Okay, real quick, 2 items. They're falling into place here, Renmar, and anything sticking out.
Significant gold lead between the 2 junglers in favor of Caltisi. Still went for sustain, did few with picking up the Blood Wings. He's going to be going for that Lightning Truncheon as his 3rd item. Interesting itemization by the Capitan.
Okay, so FCAP finding themselves with a nice, comfortable lead to work with now. Even the real-time win rate says so. So they're going to just try to continue to choke out anything they can from RSG. And it's up to, really, for Light and Naz to kind of hold up the front line. And this is where it gets a little bit harder, of course, for Kose, too. Yes, he's got... he can actually purify out of some of the CC being thrown at him, but he's really got to be careful on how he uses that Spear of Destruction and not putting himself in a bad position But you can see he's pumping out the damage. It's mostly just positioning for him, and that's one thing that he has to be really careful for in comparison to what Super Marco can do. Especially when you have a Matilda in the hands of Ogwin, you have a little more leeway to work on its side for Super Marco. So for FCAP, we'll see them get adjusted. Aqua and Fuel, like we mentioned, they're doing pretty much the same amount of work here for the team when it comes down to the numbers. But Aqua, as the game goes further, that scaling is going to be really good on this Novaria.
And I think that's what Few is trying to make up for with the Tranche. Again, this is a Valentina that needs to get in your face to be able to deal the consistent amount of damage.
CDR.
The CDR and the passive, the tick, the trigger
Yeah,
off of the Lightning Truncheon will allow for FCAP to better collapse. Again, between these two lineups, RSG has a better collapse, a full 5-man, but now FCAP can kind of close that gap, which makes, again, Kyle TZ's Detonus Welcome all the more important. It's an automatic -1.
Speaking of Lightning Trojan, Aqua picked up 1-2, and Nats has an Oracle, so this is gonna be surprisingly tanky. Paquito.
That's a massive echo spotting for the knock-up on the Lord. Over in trouble. Detonus Welcome, thrown into the wall. It's Nats, and now Flap TZ looking to secure a kill. Nats flickering on out to the west flank, and they're gonna get their man. They let go. Nats can buy time here. Full staffs in the champ stance. Lord gets reset.
Okay, all right. Again, we got to take a breather here. That Lord dance was going. I'm not sure if this is RSG side or FCAP, but of course they got to figure it out. Looks like it could be over for FCAP this time around as they get things figured out. But again, when we look at this Lord dance starting up, you see that it was basically going to be a reset. No one could get anyone down. They even chased Nats. He had a huge shield pop up. He was able to sustain and stay alive because if he did go down, then FCAP would have had that advantage for the Lord dance.
And he was slow vamping off the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oracle coming in just in time, and most importantly, so people, and I was honestly thinking to myself, why didn't Flap go down from the Black Dragon form? He could have petrified combo the members of RSG. There was a moment where they were all stacked up together. Then I realized the members of Falcon's AP Bren are quite low. It would have been a risky fight to take. It wasn't even a 50-50. It was like a 60%, 40% chance that it would have been a win for RSGPH. Although that might be a point of contention between people right now, but then you saw the flight pattern of Flap TZ afterwards. He decided to just try and back up Super Marco into mid to take down Nats. Unfortunate that they couldn't. I'd like to think Falcon's AP Brent, specifically Flap TZ, made the right call there to not commit the full-on combo as they use on.
Yeah, they're playing with a Matilda so they can go for the re-engage.
Yeah.
They're fine. They look low, yes, but give them maybe 5 seconds or so and they'll be fine. They're tuckered out now, but after a quick little nappy nap, you know, like what?
Like a little nappy nap.
Yeah.
A little baby.
Sure, if you want. I don't know where this is coming from, Reptar.
Don't have a tantrum, Reptar.
None.
No, but going back to it again, you know, this is a turning event here. Whoever is able to actually secure this Lord, of course, as we are 13 and a half minutes into this game. And obviously for FCAP and all their fans out there, they want to be able to secure this and march into the base of RSG to even out the series 1-1. It looks like they could be able to pull it off, given what we just kind of went over, and the fact too that, hey, you've got this Matilda to work with, you can build around that. Kyle's been pretty good as well on locking some of these objectives down, whereas Demon Kite struggled a little bit in the early game, but he's in a much better position now too, if you're looking at even these stats here between them. But obviously, a Barrett is always something that you have to deal with, especially when he's fully stacked up here.
Yeah, that's something that RSG don't have that I think they would have preferred, is the full-on pace setter. Because as a Baksha, like the best thing you can do is stand around and make what your teammates are doing much better. As the Barats, you can say, all right, let's kill this one target and then make it a -1.
Like, you are the guy to make the call for the Daytona's welcome set in.
It's
make it happen.
It's a period for a Barats.
Yeah. Not only that, but you can throw them into the enemy team.
That too. It's a force multiplier. A Baksha to me is more an ellipses, like a ... or a comma. Like there's got to be something else that follows.
I did not know that was called ellipses.
Yeah, it's an ellipses. It makes a lot of sense though. Really?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
See, aren't you?
No, I'm surprised you didn't know it was called.
Yeah, I know. I didn't teach grammar.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I did? I did, but I didn't call it. If I was telling my students, hey, this is an ellipses, they're probably not going to remember that. So that's a dot.
All right, that's fair, man. That's fair.
You were saying.
As I was saying, and no, I'm definitely not trying to stretch right now, so I can remember my thought. I've lost track. I derailed myself with the whole.
He was talking about the comparison between the Barretts and the Baksha.
Out there.
Yeah, with the Baksha, you know, it's a little more like you're not as able to give the go signal as the Barretts can.
Well, I mean, I would have to disagree to that because we sort of saw Carl Teasy play that way against Falcons AP brand as a Baksha. A lot of people were wondering, why is this Baksha so aggressive? He's playing this as if he's a Lance, minus the dashes. It's Lance standing there, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you're ahead.
I was going to say, did Carl Teasy have the lead?
No, that's the thing. He just kept doing it. It's as if he was just running his head into a wall until Liquid Echo had the lead. So
Carl's just built diff.
Yeah.
Carl Teasy's just built diff.
And Demon Kite isn't? I thought you were a Raider, bro.
I am a Demon Kite stan. I love my RSG Raiders. But I'm saying Carl Teasy's built diff.
He is the GOAT. Yeah.
This did not go the direction I thought it would.
It's turned into a debate between the Barretts and the Baksha.
It started as that.
We're debate masters.
Yep. All right.
The gift of the gab.
The gift of the gab. That's right.
Aren't they here to regulate these matches?
Yes.
You know what? I'm just wondering too, man. As we look at, I'm looking behind us and we're seeing kind of get situated here. It looks like Falcons AP Brand is nearly ready. RSG, they're looking calm and collected. They're smiling though. I feel like they're like, okay, you know what? We have something up our sleeves for this Lord Dance once we get back to it.
I believe we are at liberty to be able to share with our online viewers watching at home and everywhere else in the world. We're going to share with you some information that, of course, the lovely people here at the Champions Arena are able to see. The players of both teams actually have their headsets off right now. So,
and there's about 3 marshals apiece per team.
Oh, nope, they're coming on.
Oh, Falcons AP are putting on.
Yeah.
RSGPH putting them on as well. Demon Kite, you better swallow that cup of water. Okay, there.
Hey, I love Zenitsu too.
Oh, is that Zenitsu?
I love Zenitsu too.
That's Zenitsu's cape.
Yep.
The dude who's so scared of fighting, he just passes out.
Oh, that is a throwback right there. Wolf Butters, man, Gene.
Oh my God, Wolf, keep the facial hair on, man.
This was from 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
2018.
That was a while back.
You know, Wolf. It's good. I think he's on the desk, of course, over there on Tagalog. 30 seconds away from this. Like I said, the players are putting their headphones back on, so they're going to be ready to lock and load here in just a second.
Again, as a quick recap for everyone, just so that we're ready when we go back in, we were in the middle of a Lord Dance account reset.
Yeah. It was about. It didn't get fully reset, but it was happening. Whoa! Is that Midnight?
That's Midnight. He's showing us a.
What is he showing us? I can't read the name.
That's
is that
Burrito.
Butters, and Manjin. And this is a game wherein I'm assuming Boji is Butters.
Yes.
Scored a bronze. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, man.
You know what they say in Tagalog? Tanso. Chocolate Tanso.
That's if you want to be nice about it, call it rose gold.
Rose gold?
Oh, rose gold.
I never heard that one.
It's not even printed.
I was going to say
bronze, dude.
Chocolate then.
Chocolate.
Yeah, Chocolate Factory. Is that another one?
Someone's pulling. What is this?
Are they pulling us?
What are they pulling?
What are they pulling? KOF?
KOF times? MLBB times? KOF?
Oh
my goodness!
Oh, that's you! That's you!
No, thank goodness they didn't zoom in on that one.
Yeah, slightly off focus too.
Yeah, they saw a shirtless guy and they're like, yeah, we can't put that on.
Is that you with like 7% body fat or something?
No, it's probably 10.
10?
I was about 12 years younger.
So at that time,
that was baby nice.
You were 13 because you're 25 now.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Can't be showing 13-year-old me.
That's a minor. That's topless.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
All right, now let's share with the audience. The lights are dimming.
He was 21, all right, folks.
Yeah,
he was 21 when he modeled.
We got to clear that up.
21 when he modeled. Oh, it's the TSC Pro Team!
They're all here!
Oh, man, what happened to the burger era? The burger.
Here we go!
Oh! We're going back in. Back to the Lord Dance we go.
Hey!
Okay.
All right, let's press the resume button. and then we can get back in.
Yeah, folks, they just no, I'm kidding. I was about to make a joke, but then people might think I'm legit. It could have been a warm up for the referee job, but it's not. It's not, folks. It's not.
They actually have to figure something out.
Yeah,
There's
they have to
something
figure something
there's
out.
something to fix.
Yeah, you can see our hard-working marshals, with the players right now, sorting out what needs to be sorted out. So of course, we'd love to thank all of them: Chico, Jeff, Patrick, Wilbert. I'm missing like 2 more.
JC, Giancarlo.
JC. I know there's one more name that's
Alfred.
Wilbert.
His name Alfred. I said Wilbert.
Oh, did you-
Albert.
Because Albert there, yeah. Because
There you go.
Chico, Jeff, Patrick, Wilbert were the usual ones.
And then Albert and
And
Giancarlo.
Yeah, they're usually the ones that flex around.
You guys have great memories.
Dude,
We've been doing it for like 3 months.
yeah, and
Yeah, but
we had that running joke with the
We did.
fun facts
It was
about
a
the
joke?
marshals.
Yeah, we did. And
I mean, running theme.
running.
Running bit.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah,
it was a bit for a season.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That should be a thing. That should go on from season to season.
Yeah.
We should keep it that way. So I think we're going to be taking a trip back to us on desk while they get things situated here over,
All
of
right.
course, for the players. They want to solve that out. And it was a delayed little transition effect, but hey, we're back.
They're kind of cool.
And so, like I was saying, they are in the middle of a Lord fight, and I know we're eventually going to get back there. And really, all there is to say about it in this one is FCAP wants that Lord. You know, they want to be able to get this game closer to the 1-1.
And I think they're in a position to do that.
They are,
Yeah.
but we're going to take a short little break here while they get things situated to be back after this. So sit tight, go grab your snacks, use the bathroom, everything you guys need to do. We'll be back after the short break.
Generation Z. Authentic. Real. They thrive in the mundane. But let's be real, nobody knows what they want. Only they truly understand.
For real?
Yeah, but that's